to try. I don't think it meant anything to you.
I think it was February '78. I was very young when it happened. I was 21, and I still lived at home, and I was very sheltered and protected. And up until then, it had never been fun. I'd never done it as a living. I'd never struggled as such, and so I found it, in some ways, as an anticlimax because it was so much so quickly. It took an awful long time to get used to it. Years, really, before I really got used to it. You was aware of things. You'd been stupid. You knew that you was number one. You saw the money coming in eventually, which didn't come in immediately. And it had a very unrealistic kind of feel about it, although you knew that it was very real. It's very difficult to explain. Your whole life has changed, and you're suddenly... the last job I had was I was a warehouseman. He said, you have a forklift truck. And next thing you know, you're being asked questions about running the world. What would you do with unemployment? Well, I know. I've only written a song, for God's sake. I found it very difficult. I think Beggars hounded it far, far better. They were very, very clever. And I seemed to, although I didn't mean to at the time, but I think I blundered along expecting it to last forever. Although I knew it wouldn't, I behaved as though it would, which was very stupid. And I believed I had an instinctive knack of the right thing to do, which proved to be absolutely stupid. I had no knack whatsoever. I made all kinds of silly mistakes, which very badly affected the career, and I still suffer from now. Still trying to recover from some of the mistakes that I made. Beggars didn't, as far as I know, don't appear to have done anything like that at all. They were much cleverer, much shrewder with the success, and saw it much more realistically than I saw it. It stayed, for a short while at least, it stayed very much as it was, because nothing that much had changed. I was suddenly busier. The records were selling, but it was the same people. And there wasn't a great influx of bands to the label. So you were going down and seeing the same people and talking about pretty much the same things as you were before, in the same little office in Earls Court. It was great for a little while. And then it started to change because WA became more involved, and they really became the label that I was working for, and Beggars Bank, it became the label in the middle. Pig in the middle, really. I've never really, ever found that atmosphere, that little family atmosphere of all of us working together, all of the bands working together, all the bands looking up. We'd all go and see each other and help each other out and mention each other if we got a chance to interview and so on. And it was lovely. And that's never happened again. It certainly doesn't happen with the majors. It had a lovely atmosphere, and very small, very self-contained, and it really did feel, like I say, it was us against the world. People thought of me, thought of the label, and vice versa, which was probably Martin being very clever.